I'm not causing, ma'am, I'm not causing problems. This is what I do for work. I just fish right here. I teach other people.
Find your place to fish, sir. You can go join a fishing club.
I'm not, that's not how it works. Ma'am, I'm not in your yard. I'm not causing, I'm not vandalizing. It's so weird that it's that big of a problem. Like, I'm teaching kids how to fish. I'm not.
I mean, you weren't on her property, you were across the lake. She says, well, HOA says this. I can enforce HOA rules, I enforce laws.
This fisherman was literally out teaching people how to catch bass when a neighborhood Karen suddenly stormed over, acting like he was invading private property. The problem? He wasn't even in her yard. Instead of minding her own business, she instantly jumps to threats, HOA rules, and calling the cops over a guy standing near a pond with a fishing rod. It starts off like a completely normal fishing morning, cold weather, quiet neighborhood pond, a fisherman standing near the bank talking to his audience about winter bass fishing techniques, soft plastics, darker bait colors, and how stained water changes fish behavior during colder temperatures. A guy fishing and making content for his channel. Then out of nowhere, a woman suddenly appears and instantly starts acting like the entire pond belongs to her. She immediately accuses him of being in somebody's yard, even though he keeps explaining he's standing near the water and nowhere near private property. But instead of listening, the attitude keeps escalating. The fisherman even explains he already spoke with her husband before in the past, respected their wishes before, and intentionally avoids going near the homes because he understands some homeowners don't want random people near their backyard. That still wasn't enough. The Karen immediately jumps to HOA threats and calls the police over a guy holding a fishing rod. And this is where the situation becomes ridiculous. Watch for yourself and see how this unfolds.
You're not against HOA to be on the property. You're in my neighbor's yard.
No.
And they've already ran you off several times.
Me? No, ma'am.
I've seen these neighbors run you off.
Me? I've actually spoken with them before. Their son watches my YouTube channel. Now there have been other guys out here. No. Yeah, I mean, it's like a year ago, but I know there has been problems here. I actually spoke with Mr. Tim because I know there was an incident with other fishermen, and I came the very next day to apologize to him because not all fishermen are that way. I know the rules, and I actually, when y'all first moved in, we were back there, and your husband came out and spoke with us. Gladly moved on because we understand you guys just moved in. I don't want to cause problems at all, but I'm not causing, ma'am, I'm not causing problems. This is what I do for work. I just fish right here. I teach other people.
Find your place to fish, sir. You can go join a fishing club.
I'm not, that's not how it works. Ma'am, I'm not in your yard. I'm not causing.
Weird that people have yours I'm gonna
I'm-
talk to my neighbors here because they said they don't want people in their backyard, but I will ask them.
I understand. I actually saw 3 kids here the other day in their backyard, and I said, hey guys, they will call the cops on you because they don't want anyone back there. And I told the kids, y'all need to stay here because I understand that homeowners, not all homeowners want people fishing in their backyard, which is completely understandable. Like, I'm not one of the ones that wants to cause problems, ma'am. I promise you. That's why I'm not going back there. It's just fishing. I literally teach kids how to fish on my YouTube channel. I'm not vandalizing. It's so weird that it's that big of a problem. Like, I'm teaching kids how to fish. I'm not.
I'll be here in a minute.
That's fine. I'm gladly, that's fine. Jesus Christ, dude. I will actually wait for them. All right, guys. Well, she just called the cops, and I've actually spoken with the cops a lot out here. There's been a bunch of very bad incidences with fishermen here. There was actually a gentleman, I'm not going to say his name on camera. I think I actually just did. I'll make sure I have to go back and bleep that out. But there's been a lot of very bad incidents with younger fishermen. So if you're a younger fisherman and you're going into neighborhoods and you're not supposed to be in someone's backyard and someone asks you to leave, just please be polite. Don't cause issues. I'm actually going to sit here and wait for the cops because I'm not like doing anything wrong. I'm fishing right here. I walked a little bit around the bank right there. I understand that they're new.
Before I come all the way over there, do you want to talk to me or no?
Oh, well, I mean, the reason I didn't go away is because I didn't want,
You're fine.
yeah.
This is nothing but like a consensual encounter, so if you told me to F off, I could do that.
No, not at all. I've fished here a lot, and I've had one sheriff like months back ask me to leave because I was behind houses. And I was standing right in that corner, and I've actually spoken with her husband before, and he asked, like, right when they first moved in, he's like, hey, can you guys just move down? And we were like, yes, sir. That gentleman right there had a very bad encounter with fishermen. I drove about 30 minutes on my way to come apologize to him. I mean, I was just literally staying right here. I heard her saying I was yelling at her. I wasn't yelling at her.
It was one of those things where I told her, I said, unless he's like, I mean, you weren't on her property, you were across the lake. She says, well, HOA says this. I can enforce HOA rules, I enforce laws. So, I mean, you're being super respectful. I mean, as far as what I'm concerned with is as long as we're on the same page. You know, I'm not or anything like that, because I appreciate fishing on my days off, as everything as that is. It's just tough because I understand that a lot of these areas are hot spots.
Hey, it's what I do for work. It's literally how I make my money. So
it's literally, listen, Plantation Oaks, Odom's Mill here. So have you been trespassed from Plantation Oaks yet, or is that, like...
Yes, actually.
Yeah. So that one sucks, because I've had kids who have literally come out with their wall mounted largemouths that they caught in their backyard, and they're like, oh hey, check out what I have.
Yeah, well, the only reason I got trespassed from Plantation Oaks was one of my subscribers lives in there. He was like, hey, I caught a 13 pounder, you should come out. And we parked in this neighborhood and walked through, because it has a gate.
Yeah.
And is it Plantation Oaks that has the big gate, or is it...
So Plantation Oaks has the big gate. You guys would have probably parked Odom's Mill.
No, we parked in here.
You parked in here?
Yeah, so you know where the swimming pool's at?
Yes.
So if you park at the swimming pool, there's a path actually through the woods that's cut out for like bikes.
Well, then I'm aware of 2 spots to get in there. Okay.
But yeah, so that's the only reason we were in there, and the sheriff was like, hey, we were asked to trespass you guys. No, you're just...
Did he live in there?
The subscriber, yeah, but he wasn't with us.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, so...
Okay. Well, I think it's one of those things where, hear me out, how long ago was that? Because our trespasses are only for 2 years.
I think it was like 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So next time, if somebody like invites you in there and they're present with you, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, we know.
So,
but it's sometimes, especially because our audience is like middle schoolers and high schoolers, they're not with us when
I
we're...
follow them all on TikTok. It's the funniest thing is, like, you'll sit there and there's a kid, I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere around this area, and he feeds tarpon, and it's a saltwater pond. And it's the craziest thing that I've
heard of one up in
I think it's probably closer to Jack's Beach.
Fleming Island area, not Fleming Island, Amelia Island.
Amelia Island?
Yeah, I've heard of one up there on a golf course that has tarpon in it.
That's crazy. But actually, so hear me out. If you've got nothing else going on for the day, and do you have saltwater gear, or you just have freshwater with you?
No, I just have freshwater.
Okay.
I was literally just out here trying to make a video. I didn't have an idea or anything.
I know. No, you're fine. I mean, I'm not going to ask you for one unless you're willing to provide it. But if you have saltwater gear and you want to come back one day, there's an awesome pond, because I'm not going to leave you dry. If you go, it's the Palm Valley Bridge, which basically you come back out here, you go over it. Right here on the eastern side, it's South Roscoe. You can go right underneath it. If you park underneath the bridge, so there's actually, and I meant to do this the other day, but I got called into something else. But there's a pond that's actually brackish and or it's saltwater, and it's got slot reds.
Is it the one with the gate around it? Yeah, I've seen a bunch of kids fishing that before down there by PVO. Like underneath the bridge? Yeah. Underneath the bridge.
So I was planning to do that on a day off. It didn't happen. That's about it.
Okay.
So you're not doing anything wrong. I'm not going to like kick you out of here or anything like that. You know, I mean, it's HOA rules. So it's one of those things where as long as you're just avoiding the houses, which I think you've been doing fine.
Yeah, I didn't want, I knew she called, as soon as I saw her on the phone, like, she's calling the cops. So tried to talk with her. Like, hey, I'm not like trying to mess with you or anything, but she was like, the cops are nice. Like, okay, I'll just wait. Like, I'm not. I don't want cops to think I'm running from them.
No, you're good. I mean, like I explained, we've got different levels. The thing is that I legally can't hold you here. That's why I didn't turn my lights on or park behind you. But it's one of those things. Jesus, it's just one of those things where it's kind of like, you know, I just like to come chat because I like fishing.
Sorry you had to come out here.
No, you're fine. I'm on to the next one.
All right.
Not fishing wise, but you have a great day.
Thank you. You as well.
No, anytime.
At the end of the day, this situation could have gone completely different if Danglinwithdev lost his patience, started arguing aggressively, or acted disrespectful toward the homeowner. But instead, he handled the entire encounter like a real outdoorsman. He stayed respectful, explained himself properly, avoided escalating the situation, and even waited for the police himself because he already knew he wasn't breaking any laws. That patience completely changed how the entire encounter ended. And honestly, there's an important lesson here for fishermen everywhere. If you're fishing near neighborhoods, ponds, retention lakes, or HOA areas, always respect property boundaries. Avoid going near people's backyards, and never give homeowners a reason to paint all fishermen in a bad light. Not every person understands fishing culture, and some people instantly panic the moment they see anglers near the water. The worst thing fishermen can do is escalate emotions and prove those stereotypes right. Handle yourself professionally, stay respectful, know the rules, and if somebody asks questions, don't instantly turn it into a screaming match. Danglinwithdev honestly deserves credit here for keeping his composure the entire time while still standing up for himself respectfully. That's how you protect both your reputation and the fishing community as a whole. Original creator is linked in the description, so make sure you go support Danglinwithdev and check out his channel for more fishing content. And we'll catch you on the next fishing adventure.